YouTube, this is Digital Redbeard. Wanted to talk today about lighting options when you're out backpacking or working around the house, whatever you happen to be doing. So I am showing the Petzl Tikka Plus2 here. This is got this a couple years ago, and I have used this light pretty extensively. This is, I would say, my go-to flashlight around the house or for backpacking. And I'll go into some options and reasons why I like this flashlight. One reason is, you can see right here, it has a low battery indicator. When the battery is almost dead, that will start blinking red. It does have a white main LED light and a smaller secondary red LED light. All of these are actuated by this button here on the top. You click it and the bright light of approximately 70 lumens, that's what the manufacturer's website rates it at, comes on. If you click it again quickly, the lower lumen rating comes on. It does not say on their website what that is. Then if you click it quickly again, the blinking light comes on. And if you click and hold it down, then the red LED comes on for preserving your nighttime vision. So this one light has a lot of different options, which is one of the reasons that I like it. It has an elastic headband, which is very comfortable. The strap stays where it's supposed to. It does not give over time, which is a nice feature. One of the other headlights that I have, over time this will loosen and come undone. It has a several adjustable positions, so you can angle it down or straight depending on what you are going to be doing, whether you want the light directly in front of you or further out on the trail. And as I said, this is my favorite light. Some other options which are in a similar price range and similar feature set would be a light like this, which is the Fenix HL20. This one does have a brighter maximum output. It says it will output 105 lumens, but the runtime on that is approximately 1.8 hours at 105 lumens. At 48 lumens, the runtime is 5.5 hours, and at 4 lumens, which is a low setting, the runtime is 56 hours. And this uses one AA battery, and this is the one that the strap over time seems to loosen as you're using it, as you're wearing it, and it will get loose and kind of slip off your head if you're not careful. So the runtime is the main reason why I like the Petzl better. The runtime on this is rated at its maximum 70 lumens for approximately 55 hours. So I am going to do a test to see if that is accurate, because that seems fairly outrageous to me that this would run on high for 55 hours. It may actually do it, but like I said, I couldn't find online any actual run tests, so I'm just going to do one myself. One thing I did notice, I downloaded the PDF instruction or owner's manual for the Tikka Plus2, and it does say that over time the distance decreases. So I'm guessing that that also means that the lumens also drop off. So it says at 0 hours the distance, maximum distance, which you can see is 40 meters. At a half an hour it's 31 meters. At 10 hours it's 15 meters. And at 30 hours it's 4 meters. So I would guess that after 30 hours the light output would be approximately 10% of what it was originally. So I do plan on testing that out to see, and I will show you that later. Another option for a camping light is the Maglite. This is the AA LED version. I have used Maglites for a long while. I used the regular mini Maglites for a long time when I was younger. That's probably the flashlight that I've used the most. Wanted to pick this one up just to see. I use this as an around the house flashlight. I haven't used it that much camping because I do prefer the headlamp, which is hands-free. Even back when I was younger and I was using this, I was always finding that when I needed to have hands-free, I would have to, you know, hold this in my mouth or try to put it under one arm or something like that. So I do like the hands-free aspect of the headlamps. This one is a little bit heavier than the other two headlamps. This one is 4.15 ounces. The Tikka is 2.9 ounces, and the Fenix is just over 2 ounces. Those are all from the manufacturer's websites. So again, another option here, the mini mag, but I do prefer the headlamp. If you are going for ultra light, this is a light which I carry in my day hiking gear when I do not plan to actually need it. I use this just as a backup in case I am out longer than I plan on being. This is the Princeton Tec Pulsar 2. This model has the little lock on it which will lock the light on. The original version is just a press version, so I like this version because of the lock. As I said, I do carry this as a backup or just a very lightweight option in case I am out past dark when I am day hiking. This one is the lightest of the bunch at 0.25 ounces, and that is the one, like I said, that I carry day hiking just in case. The runtime on this is 10 hours. I'm sorry, it's 10 lumens for 12 hours, and this uses a couple of small pocket or small cell batteries, which are not, I mean, you can get them at any Walmart, I guess. I haven't actually looked for them, but they are nowhere near as common as the AAAs, which this use, or the AAs, which this use and that use. So like I said, I have not bought replacement batteries for this one, but I do not expect they would be as common. So that is one thing to take into consideration. So what I am going to do is I'm going to charge the batteries. This one uses, I have rechargeable batteries in it. These are Rayovac batteries, and these are the ones that I'm going to use for the runtime test. You can see them there, AAA, Rayovac, rechargeable. Trying to see the milliamp rating. Don't see it on these batteries, so not sure of the milliamp rating of these batteries, but I'm going to give these a full charge and use those to test the runtime. The batteries are easily replaceable in this flashlight. The way to replace the batteries in this light is you unscrew the end here, which is a little stiff. It does have a rubber O-ring in it. This one uses a single AA battery. I have the in-loop Sanyo in-loop battery in here on this one. And tighten it back. This one is actually rated waterproof, whereas the Petzl is only rated at water resistant. So I suppose if you are in a wet climate and you plan on getting this soaked, that another headlamp that is actually waterproof might be a better option for you. So I am going to now go into the runtime, so I'm going to charge the batteries up fully and then I'm going to get back to you. I've just charged each of these. Got rechargeable batteries, NIMH rechargeable batteries in each of these. These are Duracells, AA's, 1500 milliamps. In the Fenix, which takes 1 AA, the Maglite takes 2 AA's, the Tikka Plus2 takes 3 AA's, which I have Rayovac in those. They're all fully charged. So I'm going to run through each of the settings on each of these flashlights to show you how well they illuminate a room, and then I'm just going to leave them set on high. This one the manufacturer says will run for 55 hours on high at 70 lumens. This one, the manufacturer's, this is a Fenix HL20. The manufacturer says will run at 105 lumens for 1.8 hours. And this is a Maglite AA LED flashlight. And the manufacturer says this will run at 77 lumens for 10 hours and 45 minutes. Alright, I have the white balance set to daylight, and we are running on incandescent lights right now, 4 60-watt bulbs. I'm going to have the camera set to manual modes, so the aperture will not change. Each of these will, so the aperture will stay the same as I test each of these flashlights, and you'll be able to tell the tint as well. So I will start with the Maglite. The wall there is approximately 25 feet away. That is on high. And this one you can, like all Maglites, adjust the focus. That is on low. That is strobe. And that is SOS. So this one has a bit of a blue tint to it, as you can tell. Next one I'm going to demonstrate is the Petzl Tikka Plus2. I'll go through all those modes. So this is the high mode setting. There's low. Can't even see that on the camera. Okay, so there's high. That's strobe. That is low, which you can't even tell. There's high again. So now we'll go to the red light, which I doubt we'll be able to pick up. No, can't tell that at all. It has a red light setting and a red light strobe setting, so that is high again. And compared to the high setting of the Maglite on the right, the Tikka Plus2 on the left, the Maglite is definitely brighter. The manufacturer rates the Maglite at 7 lumens brighter than the Tikka, but it looks substantially more than that. Alright, and the last one will be the Fenix HL20. That is the low setting, which you can't see. That is the medium setting. And that is the high setting. So this is by far the brightest light. Its middle mode is approximately the same as the Tikka. You can see the light on the right is the Fenix and the light on the left is the Tikka. The spot is much cleaner and it has much more spill. So as far as the light quality goes, the Fenix is the best of all of them. So I'm going to set all of them to high and let them go. So here is the Maglite. Here is the Tikka 2 or the Tikka Plus2, and here is the Fenix. Alright, we are just a few minutes, 5 minutes in, started at 9:55, Friday, April 27th. Have each of the flashlights set here on high, and I'm just going to let them burn as long as they will. I am checking back in. The time now 11:19 p.m. and we have our first flashlight to go out. This is the Fenix, and as you can see here, I have not turned it off, but it has completely gone out. It started to drop off pretty substantially only about 10 minutes ago or less, so it did hold pretty much the full brightness. It dimmed a little bit, but pretty close to the full brightness right up until 10 minutes. So we'll say that that ran for approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes of usable light. Alright, as you can see, we are now over 11 hours from our start time of 9:55. Both the Petzl and the Maglite AA, 2AA LED flashlight are still burning. Let me turn the lights off so you can see. A little bit better. So we've got the Maglite here. And the Petzl here. So I would say the Petzl is almost near an unusable state. If you were out in the woods, I suppose if your night vision had adjusted and you just needed a very small amount of light, that the Petzl might get by at this point, but it definitely is well almost completely out. So I am going to go ahead and head out for the day, so I'm going to take these with me, as most people would be moving around using them as they were on. So I will check back in when they go out. One thing I will say is that the manufacturer, Maglite, said that this one would last for, well, it's flickering just a little bit, if you can tell. Yeah, this one may be about to go out. Not sure if that's its low battery indicator or if something is wrong with it. Back on now. Well, but the manufacturer said that that one would last for, on high, 10 hours and 45 minutes. It has now been over 11 hours. So as far as what the manufacturer claims, the Maglite has surpassed its claim. It, although is much dimmer than it started out, that would be the case with any flashlight though. You get maybe the full output for the first half an hour to an hour, and then they start to dip off. So we'll check back in when these go out. It is 22 hours after I started this comparison, and the flashlights have all but died out. They have just, the Petzl and the Maglite both have just the dimmest light left, so I suppose they aren't truly out now, but neither are usable. Took them into a dark room and you can't even see your hand just a few inches away with the light output. So the light on both of these really fell off around 9 o'clock this morning. I have been impressed with the Maglite, which the manufacturer's website said 10.8 hours. It made it quite a bit longer than that. Well, we'll say usable over 11 hours. So both of these, I would say both 11 hours of usable light. The Fenix was under an hour and a half, I think, right at an hour and a half, that the light pretty much went out, and it stayed pretty much high output till the very end, and then it just shut off. Whereas these have both just dimmed. They dimmed down fairly substantially, fairly early off. Within the first couple of hours, they dimmed down by half, I would say, and then they just kept falling off after that. But I wanted to go ahead and just let them run all the way down. So we'll say 22 hours. This one, the manufacturer's website said on high would last 55 hours in one place, and in another place it said 70 hours. The output they said was 70 lumens. This one they said was 77. This is nowhere near as bright as this one, so I would say this is maybe around 50 lumens. If this one is at around 77, this one is the brightest. The Fenix has the best beam of all of them. It has a very tight center spot and a lot of spill. It also look the most natural. These two have a blue tint to them. This one, of course, is an adjustable focus, which could come in handy for spill versus spot. This also has a longer barrel, so you would get the best long range out of that. This one had the worst or the dimmest light output on maximum, and also the widest spot with not very much spill. So I would rank, as far as quality of the beam, the Fenix #1, the Maglite #2, and the Petzl #3. Saying that, I would still consider the Petzl my top light for backpacking and camping, again mainly because it is a headlight and it lasts far longer than the Fenix, and it's fairly lightweight. So that is still my choice for camping. But around the house, I have definitely got some new respect for the Maglite, which I will definitely be using more often. It has been sitting in my car for a while unused, so definitely going to pull that out and use that. So those are a few final thoughts on a quick comparison between the flashlights that I happen to have and use for around the house, camping, hiking, and things like that. So thank you for watching.